What's up, everybody? Welcome here to the Glen for the Big Truck Day 2 at the Glen here tonight as we get ready to go racing for 36 laps. As these guys are trying to put down their best lap. Definitely out here struggling a little bit. We got Robbie out there doing his second lap in that number 37 machine. Can he take the pole away from Zach? I was thinking that Robbie might have this one on the bag, but now it looks like he's got a little bit of competition out of Zach and Darren, as he's currently sitting third on the board. But let's talk about Fulton's Big Truck Day, as they are the sponsor of tonight's. Oh, Robbie's going to go ahead and pull out. Looks like he's got third place. Big Truck Day coming up on Saturday, May 14th. What's that, about a week and a half? That's right around the corner from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Make sure you guys check that out. They're going to have a lot of cool stuff. I saw the list. See if I got the list over here. Hold on. I had the list of everything they had going on over here. Of course, I'm in the wrong spot. I know they got large plows. They're going to have payloaders. They're going to have tons of fire. They got some race cars that are going to be out there. Oswego County Sheriffs. I mean, a lot of different cool things for the kids. What's up, Elizabeth? Let's go, David. Of course. As we get ready to go racing, let's go ahead and pull in Chris and have him tell us a little bit about what he's got planned, what he expects, and see how a Big Truck Day is going to work out here. Chris, James of the Booth, you got a copy? What's up, buddy? I'm talking about Big Truck Day 2. Why don't you give the fans a little bit of a rundown of what you guys got going on? I mean, I talked to them about it's about a week and a half away. Man, time flies. And it's going to be at 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. But why don't you tell everybody what they can expect if they come out?
One of the cool things is from 10 to 11 o'clock, we have a sensory hour. So for parents that have kids that have troubles with lights and sirens and loud horns, it's going to be completely quiet. We've got 2 helicopters coming. The landings will be about 11 o'clock. We've got several food vendors, Shannon's Hot Dogs, a taco truck. We're helping our D-Way Bodley class of 2022 students with fundraising for their class trip. And then we got first responder section, we have a racing section, we have a law enforcement military section, and then we have a big miscellaneous section of awesome, cool vehicles for family members and kids to come out and see.
Now, I know this is the second time you guys have done this, and you told me you had much better turnout than expected last year, and now you have so many more people coming out to participate. I mean, it sounds like it's going to be a pretty big event that might go on for years and years now.
You know, I think so. It's an idea that came from some other towns, but if we're going to do it, we want to do it bigger and better. And I think for so long, Fulton's been kind of I don't know, put down, but I don't think they've had that extra effort. So we're putting in that extra effort to have the biggest one in New York State, and we really hope people come out and show us support on May 14th.
For sure. Well, we're going to get the race in here. Thank you for coming out and talking to us about what you guys got going on and putting on this league, and go enjoy the race. We're going to go racing here shortly, about a minute and a half.
All right. Thank you, James. Thank you for doing this broadcast, and good luck to the drivers.
Thank you, bud. All right, so that's Chris Waldron with the Fulton City Park and Rec. Let's get it. Amy, thank you for the stars. I appreciate it. Night King, we love you too. Of course, go Robbie. Not much excited for tonight's race, Elizabeth says. Hoping for a great race. I'm hoping too. It looks like we're going to have a little more competition than expected. You know, David, he's out here tagging everybody. Appreciate it, brother. Darren says, let's get it. Lola Smith, let's go, David. David, I almost guarantee if we had a most popular driver vote that David would win it. Good luck, Darren, for Mikey. And good luck to David. Rose, thank you for the like. Corey, thank you for the like. Zach, thank you for the like. Ryan, thank you for the like. I appreciate you guys' support with the series and the channel. as we get ready to go racing here in about 25 seconds, 22 seconds, as qualifying is just about done. Hunter out there getting some laps, currently 6 on the board. You know, a lot of these guys I'm sitting here looking do not have any experience really on the road courses. Hunter Hollenbeck as a 1.72 rookie with the safety rating. He's a 518 I rating. He doesn't run a lot of road courses, so it's going to be interesting for a lot of these guys as we get ready to go. Oh, I haven't even thought that far. I might have 2 more broadcasts to do before I even think about wow. I'm going to get with Max here shortly. I've been on the road all day. I just got home actually right before this. All right, let's get ready for some racing. Is Zach out there on the pole? Let's pull up tonight's starting grid. 13 cars here showed up for the Glen. We got Zach Millett with the quick time on the pole. No surprise there, as he's ultra talented in these cars. Darren in second, Kyle Perry in third, Anthony in fourth. Definitely a surprise with Robbie all the way back in that 5th position. Hunter Hollenbeck in 6th. Corey in 7th. Jimbo 8th. Mario in 9th. David White's going to start in that 10th position. James Moyer 11th. Brian in 12th. And Jack in 13th. 36 laps here. We're going to get a competition caution at the 12. Robbie Racing, what's up? Evening. We're going to get a competition caution after the completion of lap number 12. These guys are going to be able to get some tires. We're going to give waiver rounds to whoever's a lap down, and we're going to get these guys, hopefully they use the first 12 laps to get to really know the track. Cal, thank you for the like, appreciate it. And get some good racing here later on. So Anthony definitely struggled in practice, but he's out there with the 4th quickest time, starting 4th at tonight's race as we get ready to go racing. Here tonight, we are waiting on Hunter to go ahead grid up in that number 72. Just a good look at the cars here. Jack's probably exactly where he wants to be. I have a feeling that Hunter's going to be starting from the pits.
Just a reminder, guys, all starts on the leader. You got no incident limit. You got 1 fast repair. You probably going to want to try and save that.
Oops, sorry. My bad. I forgot to mute that. Robbie's just giving these guys a few reminders here before they go green flag racing. But Zach in that 315, looking like he's got a better internet connection. I haven't seen him blink once at all here tonight. So the key here tonight is going to be getting heat in those tires so you don't spin out. That is going to be the biggest key. I appreciate it, Lola. And I know David does too. But it looks like Hollenbeck is taking the opportunity to start from the pits. Might not be a bad decision here. And we might have a little bit of chaos, but luckily for these guys, we've added a few different things that they don't normally get. Good luck, everybody, from Rose. We got these guys also have a fast repair, so if they do make a mistake on this lap or later on in this, they do get 1 fast repair. We do limit those normally in this series to help limit the caution flags in the main race, but they'll get 1 fast repair if they do make a mistake. There are no caution flags except for the competition caution. That might have been a smart move, those guys cutting through the butt stop like that. Down through the carousel. Look, I see more sun at this track than I ever see in New York State as they get ready to go racing here for 62 laps. Pace car up ahead. I know I got a lot of David fans, but everybody go ahead, put your driver down in the chat as we get ready to go green flag racing here tonight. Let's get that support out there and get that interaction up on the chat. Pace car is about to pull in as they come through the final corner. You know, I think I think I might have it. As we get ready to go, green flag, we do have it. We're going to go ahead and pull up the track map. Then we know where your favorite driver is too, because it's got their number on it. As we get ready to go, green is Zach on the gas, heading down towards turn number 1. Turn number 1's going to be tricky as they head down into the turn side by side. Can they all keep it straight? Kyle down on the inside of Darren trying to get the spot. Darren's going to fight back on the outside. He's going to take that second spot back. Down through the S's as Zach leads the way. Let's go back through the field, see how everybody's doing so far. No problems. Everybody taking the time to get the car under them. Absolutely impressed by this field so far here tonight. Hollenbeck not too far back, starting from the pits as they come through the bus stop. This could be a crazy section for these guys too. Let's see if anybody misses it. So far, so good. No off tracks. These guys are doing absolutely amazing as Hollenbeck is closing up on Jack Patrick already for that 12th position. Hollenbeck's going to go underneath in the carousel, make his way up to the 12th position. It should update that and not have them a lap down when they come around. Thank you guys for, I just missed a ton of likes. Bob, Mike, Soren, thank you guys for the likes as Zach comes to complete lap number 1. We got people off the track. Kyle Perry having issues back here off the track, but they keep it going straight. Looks like everybody just was off tracks, but everything else looking good so far as Hollenbeck. Oh, we got one turning around. Mario sideways through turn number 1. Good save there. That could have been a whole lot worse as he set it. A little too much brake there, and Jack Patrick went way high into turn number 1. Zach out here in the lead as we got a battle here with Corey and Jimbo as they're side by side. Ryan and Jimbo as they head down into the bus stop. Jimbo's going to give it to Ryan. Ryan's going to be up to that 7th position. Jimbo definitely struggling a little bit here tonight, but keeping the wheels under him, that's going to be key. Surviving up until that competition caution. Figure out what that car is going to do. These 12 laps, I mean, we do practice all the time. And, you know, we're going for that fast lap. We forget we need to settle in and get some laps in. And so this will be the first time for a lot of these drivers getting these back-to-back laps to see what the car really does. As David was looking low on Jimbo, but couldn't quite make the move as Hollenbeck is around David on the outside. So it did correct it. So it has Hollenbeck on the lead lap. Hollenbeck up to that 9th position. Mario still struggling at the back off the track once again, but not a scratch on that car, so doing all right. Zach's now pulled out to a 1.5 second lead. As you can see how spread out the field is already on the track map. We're going to drop back to Darren. Darren having a good run. Robbie up to the 3rd spot, up 2 positions. Robbie had this one marked on the calendar. He's looking to take a victory here tonight. This is going to be all about consistency and limiting mistakes. As Robbie pulls away, Robbie made a mistake in qualifying. He's hoping that's the only mistake. Yeah, that was a crazy one through the grass, Chris. I agree. What's up, Ox? Thank you for the like. Kyle getting pressure from Corey. And that red number 51 as they head through the final corner down the front straightaway. Corey looking nothing there as they head down into turn number 1. This is where you got to be careful. You want to send it a little bit harder because you're racing somebody. You want to either protect your position or gain a position. That's where you're going to see a lot of these mistakes. But Kyle and Corey both do a great job going into turn 1. So easy to make a mistake there. Hollenbeck sends it wide. Wow. But Hollenbeck on the move. I'll tell you what, right now, Hollenbeck running times could be up in the top 5 with the lap times that Hunter's running. So let's see if Hollenbeck can move his way back up through the field. Zach running his best lap last time by with a 112.57, pulling away from Darren. Darren and Robbie are almost even on their lap times. Darren doing a 113.15 and Robbie a 113.18. Dropping back to Anthony. So Anthony absolutely struggled in practice here today. Out here currently running in that 4th position. I told Robbie, watch out for Anthony. He might just be learning his limits here tonight and might give you a challenge. It's, wow, big move by Corey down to the inside of Kyle. Kyle lets him go into turn 1. Up through the S's. This part can be tricky too. It's so easy to lose the back end. This is a beautiful area of the state for sure. But yeah, it looks good. They did a good job with this track. They do a good job with most of the tracks. But I'll tell you what a power move by Corey into turn 1. Down to the bus stop, Kyle falling back to the 6th position. Talking to Kyle before this one, he was definitely a little nervous. Was hoping for a top 3, currently 6th. We know better than to count Kyle out. Kyle could very well learn this track and move his way forward in this one later on. Zach Millett in that 315 out the final corner. Coming across the line as we complete lap number 5 here tonight. Guys, don't forget to get the likes and shares out here. Let's get some people out here supporting these drivers. Darren's still continuing. I'll tell you what, Darren's time closing in on Zach's, and Robbie pulling his fastest lap of the race, a 112.95. Definitely about 0.2 of a second quicker than our leader and about a half a second quicker than second place. So Robbie starting to step up the pace in that number 37. And definitely makes it easier to kind of know where everybody's at on these tracks. Well, Mikey, thank you for the 830 stars. I appreciate it. I just noticed it, and thank you for the like. What it shows me in the chat, it just shows me what you texted, and I looked over and saw the notification. I appreciate the support as Robbie continues to run in that 3rd position, definitely closing in. So Corey has made his way up, now working for that 4th position. This looks like it's going to be the battle on the track. Corey definitely finding some speed in that number 51. We have definitely come to learn that Corey likes to come on through the race. He is never anyone you can count out as he tries to work that number 8 of Anthony's ahead down to turn number 1. Yeah, definitely a good move. I'm telling you, Mario was having issues in the back. How bad? Oh, Mario's off the track. He jumped into the pits. Let's go take a look and see what happened to him. Let's see what happened to Mario. Is it in the bus stop? Oh, braking early, braking hard. It sucked his car into that inside wall. These brakes are definitely tricky as Corey running it hard, overshoots the bus stop. Here comes Kyle. Kyle's going to take that position back from Corey. So Corey making a mistake in the bus stop. I said, remember, these guys got to limit their mistakes. Jack having an issue, but doesn't look like he's got any issues on the car. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what happened to him. Down into turn number 1. Oh, just loses it. So easy to do. I'll tell you what, Corey utilizing that run off there sideways out of the final corner, coming down the back straightaway. Got a little too much heat in those tires. He's got to give those tires an opportunity to cool down and then set his sights back on these guys. So currently, Robbie, the fastest car on the track with a 13.22 that time by. So Robbie definitely starting to turn the heat up. Mario Kart reference. Yeah, right. So Corey tried to settle back in as we got battles back here. Oh, Hollenbeck on pit road. Let's see what happened to Hollenbeck here. Ooh, just overshoots it and decides to go to pit road. So Hollenbeck playing a little short pit action here, I think, or accidentally. I think Hollenbeck made that mistake and just decided to go ahead and pit. I think that might have been a black flag. As we get back on our leader, Zach's setting a nice pace here, but I'll tell you what, he's going to have to worry about Robbie. Robbie's got this thing figured out. Robbie currently in the 3rd spot, putting down the quick times. Well, I take that back. That time by Zach putting down the quick time of 13.31, and Robbie with a 13.52. Definitely seeming like it's going to be a good race here. Darren just comfortably, running consistent times. Darren isn't the fastest car at any point, but definitely running some of the most consistent laps here tonight. That could potentially get you a victory here too. Like I said, this is going to be about making as little mistakes as possible. Let's go check on Anthony. Anthony's still out here running 4th, having a great race for him. Kyle's starting to figure this thing out. Starting to close the gap about 0.4 of a second quicker than Anthony last time by. Corey just behind him. We're going to see what Corey was running at 13.87. Corey's running lap times like the leaders. Got those tires cooled down a little bit faster than Kyle, but Kyle is definitely starting to pick up the pace and figure this thing out. Somebody's walking on eggshells. Zach out in front, Darren 2nd, Robbie 3rd, Anthony in 4th. I'll tell you what, that is probably the most impressive thing here is Anthony running in that 4th position. If you guys seen how much he struggled in practice, you would definitely get what I'm saying. As he's had a solid race so far, no mistakes. Corey's. Jimbo having issues. Gets himself into the wall, knocks the hood off that thing. Let's go take a look and see what happened to Jimbo here. Oh, I've done this before. I know what he's going to do. Oh, so easy. Oof. So caution, no cautions, because this is road racing. We will have a competition caution here at the start of lap number 13. Just looking to see. So when that's 13. "26 laps to go." Jimbo definitely not in the position he wants to be in. It's been the support just overall has been absolutely amazing for sure, Chris. Zach still out in front, lap times evening out between the top 3. Just to give you an idea, Darren is now pretty much even with Zach and Robbie, running those consistent lap times. Oh, as I say that, Darren loops it in that number 16 Bush machine. Oh man, that sucks. I was just saying, he was running essentially the same times. They were all within 1/10 of a second. Gets loose out the carousel. Does a great job keeping it off the wall, and Robbie gets around him for that 2nd position. Hold on 1 second. All right, so Zach out there in the lead, coming down to the bus stop. Okay. So we're going to cross the line here as have the competition caution. I'll tell you what, we got a group of 3 here fighting for that 4th position. Anthony leading this group. Oh, breaks from Kyle, almost getting into Anthony. Corey all over the back of him. Down through the bus stop, into the carousel. Kyle has a mirror full. Corey is Corey, trying to find a way around before the break. Here comes Zach as they're coming up to the competition caution. Zach's going to cross the line. Caution flag is out as these guys are going to get an opportunity to get a drink and regroup and decide what they need to do for the rest of this race. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I got to pull up the UI on the track. I'm going to give these guys one waiver on that are a lap down. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and give those waiver rounds right now, just so you know. All right, so we gave 3 waiver rounds. I did shut off Lucky Dog so there wouldn't be any confusion on this caution, so. So Zach out in front, Robbie second. We got some drivers getting the waiver round now as Hunter, James, and Mario will get 1 lap. Here comes Hunter in that number 72 getting around the drivers, getting that lap back. Moyer's going to come around next in that number 12 machine. How did he end up with the 12 this week? Oh, that's what he normally has been. Yeah, I'll get you in here. And then we got Mario. Mario's going to get a lap back, but he's definitely got some hurt on that number 21 machine. He's going to take care of that meatball. I want to wait for them to stop talking, Chris, because they're communicating. That way I don't have to mute them when I pull you in. So Zach leading the field. Robbie taking second after that mistake. Hollenbeck just went off, I think, a little bit. Oh. Robbie in that second spot. Darren in third. Anthony fourth. Kyle in fifth. Corey in sixth. Ryan seventh. David in 8th, Jimbo 9th, Jack Patrick in that 10th position, Hunter Hollenbeck in 11th, Moyer in 12th, and Mario rounding out the field in that 13th position. So we do have, and we definitely got to do something about Darren's car number, but we do have 2 number 16s in the track. And it's kind of funny because one is Bud Light and one is Busch. That is hilarious. Uh-oh. Mario just blinked out. Ooh. So something happening there as we lose at least one of the drivers under caution here. It looks like Mario Martinez losing signal. These guys should hit the pit road this time by. It was Mario. All right, they're coming on pit road. We're going to go ahead and pull in Chris. Chris wants to talk about the community market. Let's go ahead, pull him in. I'm gonna have to mute it. I tried not to have to, but I had to go ahead and mute it so that I could talk to Chris. Let's go ahead and pull in Chris. Welcome back, Chris.
Hi, James.
Yeah, I was trying not to have to mute them, but they're still communicating, so I had to mute them just in case they needed something. I didn't want to have to. But you said you wanted to talk about the community market some? Oh, or not? Okay, I guess, I don't know. Chris disappeared. Penniless, thank you for the like. Appreciate it. I don't know what happened to Chris there, but Chris is no longer in the room with me. So after pit stops, did Jack and Jack stay out in that number 90? Thank you for the 100 stars. Appreciate it, brother. As Jack stayed out, is this a strategy from that number 90, or is he just out there trying to get that lap led? We're about to find out. So Zach coming out in front of Robbie. Corey making up some ground on pit road, coming out ahead of Kyle and Anthony and Darren. So Corey making up 3 spots under caution on pit road. That's crazy. Just little things you can do that could gain you a little bit of time on pit road as Corey out there in that 4th position, 3rd if Jack does pit this time by. I can't believe I look out the window and it's still, well, I wouldn't say sunny out because it's definitely not. So Jack does go in this time as Zach leads the field in that number 315. Robbie 2nd, Corey 3rd, Kyle 4th, Anthony 5th, Darren, the biggest loser under that cycle, in the 7th spot. 6th spot. David 7th, Hunter Hollenbeck in 8th, James Moyer in 9th, Ryan in 10th. Let's see. So we are going green at this time by, as the lights are off on the pace car coming up through the S's. Still quite a ways to go around the track, as you can see where they're at over there on the track map. That track map definitely giving you a good feel of how this track is, how big it is, and how far apart these guys are. Oh, I gotta go ahead and turn this back on. Sorry, guys. I turned it off and Chris left. All right. So now that we got to see the first part of the track, have your picks changed? Zach definitely dominating, but we see Robbie picking up the pace. Corey looking fast in that number 51. He might be one to watch out for, as he is every week. Anthony with a solid run in the 8 car. Kyle, you can never count him out. Darren starting back in that 6th spot, but he showed a lot of speed. Hey, look at that. We got the 2 beer cars together, pretty much. Busch and Bud Light, both number 16. That's hilarious. All right. I guess it's the same brand. All right, Zach in the 350. I love those paints from Zach. Yeah, so Robbie, I don't know if I had that muted. So I did have muted. Robbie reminding everybody to brake early. These tires are cool. As the pace car is off, when will Zach fire off? Green flag is out as they come down towards turn number 1. Let's jump out in front of these guys as they head down into turn number 1. Jack still ways back, but I'm sure he doesn't mind. Robbie's going to keep that 2nd spot as Kyle fights hard on the outside in that number 20, side by side with Corey as they come into the S's. He's going to have to drop back to that 4th position. Kyle definitely looking more confident. That's the thing that can get you guys here, is that extra confidence on these cool tires. Don't make any mistakes. As here comes the 16 of Darren up underneath Anthony. He's going to take that spot. Look at Robbie trying to stay with our leader, Zach, as they head through the carousel. Millet leading the way. Robbie Swan 2nd, Corey 3rd, Kyle 4th, and don't count out Darren in that number 16. Anthony in that 6th position. Hunter Hollenbeck. So Hunter showed some speed. If he could get some consistency here, he might be a contender at the end of this one too. Just those little mistakes, you gotta not make them as everybody's sneaking through the final 2 corners down the front straightaway as we come to 19 laps to go. 19 laps to go as Kyle, I hear, gets sideways out of turn 11. Looks like Kyle's going to lose a spot, 2 spots. Ooh, still too much heat in those tires. That's a little slick as David is working to get around on the outside as they come through the S's. David thinks better of it and lets Kyle fall in place. Such a hard, you think you could pass through there, but such a danger. Oh no, we got issues. As I was saying that, David through the S's. It's so easy to get the back end light in any car here through the S's, and that's what's going to happen here. Oh, big mistake for the number 16. Oh no, we got more issues. Got more issues as Hollenbeck gets a bumper. Let's go take a look and see what happened there. Oh, no, both 16s having issues there. Let's see what happens to Hollenbeck. Oh, no, Anthony against Hollenbeck. So lots of wrecking on the first lap back under green. So lots going on as Zach continues to lead. Robbie second, Corey third, Kyle in fourth, Ryan fifth. I don't think there's any, well, I mean, I guess Robbie can get up in the mix now a little bit easier. Ryan in that 5th position, Anthony back to 6th, Moyer definitely benefiting in that 7th position, Jimbo 8th, David lost a bumper on that Bud Light machine, in 9th, Jack 10th, Darren is off the track, he had to tow. That was a big hit for him. Looked like Hollenbeck had more issues. Let's see what happened to Hollenbeck here into turn number 1. Oh, it blew up. It blew up for Hollenbeck. Hollenbeck having the tow there. As we go back up to our race leader. Yeah, it happens. That is, I mean, that's a tricky part. Those cars are so light, the back ends of them. So it looks like Darren now down a lap. I don't know if Darren towed or left, but Darren definitely destroying that number 16 here tonight. Currently, Zach out in front, Robbie second, Corey third, Kyle in fourth. Big question right now is, can Robbie reel in Zach? I think if he can keep him in with a reach. This is going to be an interesting one as we watch Robbie launch it over the curb there, trying to close the gap. 1 second between first and second currently. Yeah, that was a big hit. That's not a surprise. And he probably didn't, you know, he's not running for points, so he probably just didn't want to be in the way. Definitely some interesting racing here. No surprise who we got out front, though. I will say, Corey's that kid, though, that just kind of sneaks up on everybody. You just don't think about him until he's there. And he is there week in and week out as he's currently running in that 3rd position with 16 laps to go. 16 laps to go. Probably looking at about 20 more minutes of racing here. Oh, he definitely did good for most of the race. He was quick. He was a contender. I know that he probably didn't want to create an issue being in the way, and not running for points is probably no fun to just go out there and ride it. So Zach continues to lead the field as Robbie tries to close the gap. He's got it down within 0.8 of a second. Let's jump on board and take a lap with Robbie. We'll just go around from here. So smooth. Of course, we'll see how he does through this part of the track. He's trying to close the gap 9/10 of a second between first and second. Robbie's pretty smart on road. He's being real easy with it, though. If you watch, he's definitely being easy with it. Still 1 second separating now, first and second. You can see which ones they're better at. Through turn number 1, he's definitely a little smoother through turn 1. He gains 1/10 of a second through there. This is the part that can be treacherous. This is where people might get scared. You can see the elevation change. Some of the banking just doesn't always set right. It's really easy for that car to lose the back end through that section of the track. Robbie definitely quicker, now closing into almost 7/10 of a second as they come through the bus stop. But after we come out the bus stop down through the carousel, this is where Zach seems to be performing the best. But Robbie looking good in that number 37 machine as Zach now starts to pull some of that gap away. So Robbie is better in the first half of the lap. It's Corey shoots it way out there. Zach is better in the second half. But what we found last time is Robbie started to close in on the leader as the laps went on. He got more and more comfortable with those tires. And he probably put his fast lap down about 5-6 laps into that run. Zach leading the way, Robbie in second, Corey third, Kyle fourth, Ryan in that fifth position, Anthony in sixth. Still a good run for him. Jimbo, no hood, no problem, still in the seventh position. Here comes Moyer looking, can't do anything with it. He's going to fall back in line as David, currently in that ninth spot. He doesn't need a bumper. Bumpers are overrated. Jack having issues as he turns around that number 90 machine, and Hollenbeck having more issues out there. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's the old one. Oh, wow. There's been that few of off tracks. Let's see what happens to Jack here. Just going to lose the back end here, I think. Yep. Oh, man, that wall. Oh, I've done that. I've probably crashed everywhere at this track. I've seen a lot of those. I've done that moments here at this track. I will tell you that. As Millett continues to lead, Robbie Swan in second, trying to close the gap. This time, Robbie's going to be quicker as he definitely closed maybe he lost a little. He was a little bit quicker. We're only talking 7/100ths of a second separating those lap times between first and second. Robbie now starting to pick up the pace a little bit, though. Can he close in on Zach as we go back to Corey, comfortably in that third position? Kyle in fourth, Ryan fifth, Anthony in sixth. I talked to Robbie. He says, I really want a trophy. What's up, Maniac? How are you? Robbie says, I really want a trophy for here. This is the place that he marked on the calendar. He is going to dig hard and try and close in on Millett. Man, you guys have been awesome here tonight. I got to say. All right. Just want to remind people to go ahead and like and share the stream as Robbie continues to try and close in. This time by, he's going to be a little bit slower as he lost some ground to Zach. Is Robbie trying to cool off the tires? Maniac, thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Yeah, I get that. I seen you out in the truck. You're always posting pictures. You have the trophies. G. Ray Bodley, the high school here locally, making those trophies. That's pretty awesome. But Robbie definitely looking to put one up at his house. Trying to close the gap on Millett. We're going to go back to Corey. Talk about how good of a race Corey has run here tonight. He's definitely limiting his mistakes. Kyle currently in fourth. Ryan up to the fifth position as he's gotten around Anthony. Anthony struggling out here in that number 8. James Moyer in 7th. Jimbo 8th. David in 9th. Jack, Darren, Lisa, and Mario all off the track. Let's see if it shows them out when it comes across the top of the board. So Zach in that 3:15 machine coming to 11 laps to go. 11 laps to go as these guys are starting to work their longest run here of the day. Moyer getting around Jimbo. Oh, I already knew that. That was a minute ago. Let's see. That does say they're all out. So Zach out in front. Robbie second. Still trying to close. Losing ground to Millet. Now a second and a half between first and second. Robbie hoping Zach makes a mistake. Corey having a great run in that third position. Kyle fourth. Ryan fifth. Anthony in sixth. Moyer in that seventh spot. Good run for Moyer. He's got that thing clean. The number 12 machine is definitely looking clean out there tonight. Jimbo, he's done knocked the hood off that thing. That thing's probably running nice and cool. David, he left the bumper off. He's going to be the highest running beer car here tonight. As Zach comes across the line for 10 laps to go. 10 more laps to go as Zach continues the lead. Go ahead and give you a little bit of sights and sound here, and I'm going to go ahead and turn off my mic and give you guys a lap. Oh, having issues further back in the track as Jimbo getting contact. It looks like David might get into him here as they come into the bus stop. Honestly, Anthony might have come a little close. Jimbo came a little bit close as David definitely pitched down as low as he could. Racing deal there. Two guys going for the same spot. So hard to make a pass through there safely. So we are out here with coming here to 8 laps to go as Zach continues to lead the field. Robbie trying to reel him back in. Looks like he might be a little bit faster this time by as they come to 8 laps to go. But does he have enough time to catch the leader? He's definitely quicker that time by. He's about, I don't know, he was quite a bit faster that time by. Is Robbie turning it up a little bit? As he, let's do the math real quick. It looks like he's about 4/10 of a second quicker that time by. So Robbie definitely picking up the pace. All right, let's turn to a regular view as they get around Jim. As Zach goes to the outside, here comes Robbie. This might be bad timing for Robbie. Anthony's going to move right out the way. That worked out good as they come through the bus stop. Robbie trying to close the gap. Oh, Robbie definitely lost some ground there, though. So that definitely hurt Robbie a little bit as he is 1.7 seconds back. He's got to tighten up those seatbelts. Thank you, Brad, for the like. And try and catch the leader as he is running out of time as they got about 7.5 laps left to this one. A little less than that because we're coming to 7 to go when they cross the line this time by. 7 laps to go for our leaders as they come out of the final corner Robbie giving it everything he's got, trying to close in on Zach. David going off the track, having issues just in front of the leader. Oh, man, that got sketchy. As the leader comes around him right here, here comes Robbie in that number 37. Tires are starting to wear. These guys starting to struggle as the leaders are trying to do battle with 7 laps to go. Robbie definitely closing back in. He has it down to 1.5 seconds once again. He's gained 0.2 of a second as they get around those lap cars. Down through the bus stop. Can Robbie close the gap? Now down to 1.3 seconds. He is definitely closing the gap on Zach. Biggest question here is Robbie going to push it too hard? Yeah, it definitely was a bad time. Let's go take a look and see what happened to David there as we get a couple minutes before these guys are going to get together. He just gets down into turn number 1. So easy to do. Get on the gas. We watched this happen. Oh. And that gets the grass and loops it the rest of the way around. Yeah. So easy to do that in turn number 1. Back up here is Robbie trying to close the gap. Now losing some ground once again on Millet. Robbie is so good in the first half of the lap, but he's now down 1.9 seconds. I gotta imagine he had a little step out on that lap. Yeah, we almost did save it, Elizabeth, for sure. Millet out here trying to take the dominant win. Can Robbie steal it away from him? 6 laps to go. So basically where we're at right now, 2 seconds on the start of this lap. So almost 2 seconds on the start of this lap. Robbie will have to do, at this point, about 0.6 a lap. Or sorry, 0.3 a lap to catch him. So Robbie needs to gain about 3/4 a lap at least in order to catch Zach. Can he do it? Oh, David, are you having more? Oh, this is the same one. Okay, I was going to say, David, don't be having more issues. Ooh, Robbie definitely pushing it. He is pushing it behind him, but definitely losing ground in the second half. What a save as Robbie sideways out of third 11. 5 laps to go. Robbie losing way too much ground there. Now back to 2.5 seconds. I know he wanted this one so bad, but now the heat's in those tires might be too little too late as Corey back 14 seconds behind Robbie in that third position. Kyle closing the gap there as they work their way around the lap car of Jimbo. So Kyle starting to close the gap between 4th and 3rd. Could he get a podium here tonight? Zach continuing to lead the field in that number 315. As he's coming around, he's going to get... Are we there yet? No, he's going through the... Yeah, just... Ooh, just paused on me. So closing in on 4 laps to go. How hard will Zach push it, knowing he's got 2.5 seconds between him and Robbie? Can Robbie find some speed? He definitely looking a little bit smoother. Looks like he's got the temps down in that car as they come to 4 laps to go. I'm telling you, he needs about 0.6. I seen him gaining 4 on him earlier. Oh, David's doing good. He's currently in that 8th position, so Robbie trying to close the gap in that number 37 machine. Corey in 3rd, losing ground. Kyle gaining quick. Kyle in that number 20, definitely picking up speed. Ooh, gets a little loose off of turn number 1 as he's got that gap. He might catch him. We might have a battle for 3rd before the end of this one. Kyle Perry definitely starting to figure this one out as he is closing the gap significantly on that number 51 of Corey. Down through the bus stop, 1.2 seconds, 1.3 seconds separating 3rd and 4th. Kyle looking for the podium. Can he close it out? Yeah, he's definitely making it look easy here. Now 1.1 second. Oh, between Kyle and Corey. 1.2 again as he gets a little loose off the out the carousel. But Kyle definitely closing the gap significantly between third and fourth. The gap growing between first and second as we watch the battle for third. Kyle definitely closing in on Corey as they come to 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go as Kyle trying to put on a show for us as he's 1.1 seconds back from Corey. Oh, he had a phenomenal race regardless. He started 6th. Kyle trying to close the gap. 1.05 seconds. Corey out in front of him. Might be struggling. Will he make a mistake? Looks like Kyle losing a little ground coming out of turn number 1 through the S's. Did he push it a little too hard and run out of tires? Corey looking for that podium as they come through the S's. Can't quite get there yet out of the S's. 1.2 seconds separating third and fourth. Right now, it's just so important to be smooth. Chances are the person in front of you is going to make a mistake. I'll tell you what, Robbie just gained a ton of time, about 0.4 of a second on the leader. I don't think he's got enough time, but 2 laps to go for our leaders. Ooh, Zach gets loose out of turn number 1. Is the handling going away on the 315? Could Robbie potentially close the gap? Tammy, thank you for the follow. Yeah, he's fastest right now for sure. 114.01, and Corey had a good lap. I'll tell you what, the fastest person on the track last time by was Kyle with a 13.95. How impressive is that? Kyle definitely came out struggling here tonight. Uh-oh, looks like David having an issue. No, that was Kyle getting off the track. Kyle trying to close the gap as they got 0.4 seconds between third and fourth. He has definitely closed it. He's going to be there for the last lap. We're going to have a battle for that third position. Out front as Kyle comes out of, or Zach comes out the final corner. White flag in the air. One more lap as they head down into turn number 1. 2.3 seconds between first and second. We're going to watch this battle for third, though. This is where I think it's going to happen as they come out the final corner. They're going to get the white flag this time by. Will one of these guys make a mistake? Corey getting into the grass a little bit. That's going to cost him a little bit as they head down into turn number 1. He's feeling the pressure from Kyle. Kyle sends it in deep into turn number 1. Feeling that pressure, knowing you're in the last lap, it's so easy to make a mistake. And Kyle's got to be careful not to overdrive it, tasting that podium finish. Through the S's, both the drivers hitting their marks perfectly as they come up through the S's down the straightaway, heading towards the bus stop. Good job from your family, David. Kyle trying to put the pressure on Corey as they come out the bus stop, losing a little bit of ground. Our leader coming out the final corner. Checkered flag in the air for Zach, as Zach's going to take the win here tonight. Robbie's going to finish second, but we're going to watch this battle for third. Can Kyle get the Corey's back bumper? Will he use it? They're going to come out the final corner. Out of turn number 11, checkered flag in the air for these guys. It looks like Corey's going to keep it straight. He's going to take home third. Kyle in fourth. Brian looking to take home fifth. Good run. Ooh, I know Robbie's definitely disappointed. He really wanted this one. Ryan out the final corner, taking home a top 5 here tonight. Anthony's going to bring it home in 6. It doesn't matter. He brought it home, beaten and battered. James Boyer looking for that 7th spot. Then Jimbo. Oh, Jimbo's already done. And David rounding out the running cars in 8th and 9th. Good win out of Millet here tonight. Let's go ahead and David talking about the tires there. Let's see. We got Corey with a great run here. Let's go ahead and pull him in as Zach is out there celebrating this good win for him. All right, let's bring in Corey first. I'm going to go ahead and pause it there. If you want to pull off, Zach, I got your car paused. Let's go ahead and bring in third place, Corey. Corey, James of the booth, get a copy.
I do.
What a race for you. Did you expect to do that well? Richard Allen, thank you for the like.
Do better.
I'll tell you what, you had a fast car. It looked like it was just a couple little mistakes, but you were coming up through the field that first part before the competition. Caution, you made that one mistake, fell back, and then made up some pit stops. Made up some spots on pit stops. That was a good move on pit road. But man, what a run here tonight. I know Zach and Robbie were kind of in their own league.
Yeah, I had nothing for them. I don't know how they were that quick. I pride myself with being pretty fast here, but I had nothing for them at all.
Yeah, they definitely seem to have something else going on. I think Robbie was just running up of sheer determination because I know he wanted this one. But overall, good run for that 51. Week in, week out, we see you there. I know you've gotten some bad luck here and there, but you are there. I mean, you think you're going to get that win here soon?
Yeah, hopefully. Before the season's out, I get a win. That'd be nice.
You've definitely shown the potential. You've definitely been in contention quite a few times. Well, why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, thanks my fiance again and my family and everybody, and a hell of a race with Kyle and all them today. Had fun.
For sure. Well, go enjoy the podium, and I will catch you next week.
Thank you.
Robbie James of the booth, get a copy.
What's up?
I know it's not the win that you were expecting here today, but you got to be happy with your consistency so far this season.
Yeah, the consistency is nice. Would it definitely a little disappointed that I didn't get the monkey off my back tonight, but I mean I threw everything in the kitchen sink at Zach, and he just had better pace there. Tried a little bit of strategy because I knew he was a hair quicker. Saved tires for probably like the first 10 laps of that second stint, and then just ended up regretting it. I just couldn't make the time back up.
Well, I was watching you come back up through, and you got sideways a couple times. Do you think you overheated the tires a little too much?
Oh yeah, I was giving it everything. I was probably the last three laps. I was just skating up the S's, just sliding, just giving it everything she had.
Yeah, I was explaining to people how treacherous that is with the elevation change, and sometimes the cars get a little off balance, and they just want to float around on you.
Yeah, they're a real heavy car, so once it starts to go, it doesn't usually want to come back.
Overall, though, good race for everybody. I mean, you came up from 6th. I know you had a moment in qualifying and didn't get the time that you wanted, but still coming up from 6th, finishing 2nd, having to work your way past those guys. You had a close call there when Darren got turned around. You got to be happy about 2nd.
Yeah, definitely can't be disappointed finishing 2nd to Zach. He had a really, really good pace, and I didn't make too many mistakes, less than I expected. So it's a good race.
Well, why don't you go ahead, give a shout out? Your mom said, great job, Robbie. And give a shout out to friends, family, and sponsors and your girlfriend.
Thank you for reminding me. Shout out to Apex, MDiTV, Chris at the City, and my girlfriend Presley.
Good run, buddy. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Talk to you a little bit.
All right, so Robbie, you can definitely hear the disappointment there. Yeah, I see it too, Chris. Let's go ahead and pull in our race winner. Zach, James of the booth, you got a copy?
Hey, what's up, man?
What a dominating performance today in that 315.
Hey, thanks, man.
That thing looked fast. It looked hooked up. I know Robbie came out and he said, "This is my race. This is my," and then all of a sudden you pop up in practice at the top of the charts. Man, do you run a lot of walk-ins, Glenn?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's the home track, so we got to run it the most, you know.
For sure. I know a lot of these guys, they love Watkins Glen. But man, you had that thing hooked up. The key today was making as little mistakes as you could. And I mean, I would say you ran a near perfect race, but I seen you get loose a couple times. But man, it is hard to keep these things going straight, keep them from getting loose. But you did a pretty good job tonight.
Yeah, man. After a while, it's like driving on hockey pucks. It's pretty sketchy. It's probably the hardest car in the game to push. And I felt like I couldn't blink for the entire race because I knew Robbie was right there.
Yeah, when you've seen him closing, I mean, there was times where he closed like 4/10 in a lap. Did you get a little nervous there?
I wanted to keep at least 2 seconds between us, but I was trying to take care of it the best I could.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was difficult, especially when he was putting the pressure on you, and it took a couple mistakes to get you guys within that 2-second mark that you wanted to be comfortable. So those last few laps, they had to feel comfortable. Were you able to back it off a little bit, or did you just keep pushing forward, not knowing what Robbie had under the tank?
I was trying to back it off, and then I was trying hard not to look at the relative the entire time, but I mean, you know how it is. It's instinct. When you see him closing, you tend to push a little bit more.
One thing I found out recently, two things. Not looking at the relative and not looking at the mirror have made me a lot faster. Yeah, you can't go fast forward looking backwards.
That's true.
But great run here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you, James, for and MDiTV for broadcasting the race. I'd like to thank the Fulton Racing Series for putting this on, all the guys behind the scenes that, help make it happen. And I'd like to give you my socials on, what do we got? TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram at that S4 guy. Still trying to get used to saying it.
I actually just zoomed in on it because Chris had said something about you having the City of Fulton League on there, so I just actually zoomed in right on your at for those. It's kind of funny.
All those issues in the past races was actually my computer blowing up.
Yeah, so I heard. So now you got a new computer, or at least some new parts.
Yeah, after a month wait, we finally got the new one in. We're gonna start streaming here soon and having fun with it for sure.
For sure, yeah. I got myself a powerhouse. I need to add a little bit of RAM, but it's nice having a newer, better computer. But great run here tonight. Enjoy the victory, and I'll catch you next week.
Sounds good, man. Thank you.
All right, buddy. All right, guys. I am going to go through. Oops. I moved myself. Instead of. There he goes. Definitely not coordinated here today. Let's go ahead and go through the results. Got Zach with the win, Robbie second, Corey in third, Kyle Perry in fourth, Ryan fifth, Anthony in sixth, James Moyer in that seventh position, Jimbo, and eighth, David White in ninth, Jack in 10th, Darren 11th, Hunter Hollenbeck in 12th, and Mario rounding up the field in that 13th position. Guys, what a race we had here tonight. We got some more action. I was going to do the 8 o'clock one, but we didn't make it there. But we're going to do the digital dash for the Super Dirt Car Northeast, one of the qualifying races here at 9:30. So make sure you got notification on. Come back and visit us. And as always,